I was just getting ready to do my morning Taozing and meditate this morning. And I was having a conversation with Spirit. WWSS. What would Spirit say? That's my new slogan. I'm going to have that and like put on a bracelet or something. WWSS. What would Spirit say? It's what I'm always asking. What would Spirit say? It's like I don't want to take a step forward in my life until it's like, you know, is this a good step? 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 It's like, that's the way I've been living my life for the last couple of years. As soon as I started learning how to speak to Spirit and channel and get the signs and everything, it's like, step, step, step. It's because that we're so scared of making the same choices, the same decisions, the same wrong turns, but they're not wrong turns. In our eyes, they're wrong turns because they're uncomfortable experiences. And so when you've taken so many uncomfortable turns in your life, starting from the time you were born, and I'm speaking for everybody. This is Spirit speaking right now, so I'm just getting out of the way. So when Spirit speaks, it's for all of humanity, not just me. I learn too. So when Spirit speaks, I learn and you learn. I love it. This is how I learn every day, is I channel Spirit and just let Spirit talk through me, and then I learn. And now I'm handing it down to you. And if you like it, great. And if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. It works for me. And I would love to have everybody feel like I feel. It's the most safe, encouraging, powerful, enlightening, exuberating, exhilarating experience I've ever had in my life. Why wouldn't I want anybody else to have that? This is the only reason I'm making these videos and sharing my story. Because what I'm learning is just mind-blowing and it feels amazing. Why wouldn't I want to share that with you? I want you to feel it too, if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then pass it on by and don't judge it. Never judge anything, because the more you judge, the more the world is going to give you things to be judged by. That's the law of attraction. Whatever you give, you receive. You have to give it first, because you're the God creator of your own world. You're a vibrating, energetic being, and you're vibrating out energy for the whole existence. You are here on this plane and planet. So while you have energy, you're creating. What are you creating around you? How does your world look around you? How does your world feel around you? What do you experience every day? Are you feeling love? Or are you feeling frustration? Are you feeling happiness, joy and peace, abundance, excitement? Are you stuck in that fear, ego, pride, resistance, sadness, treachery on yourself every day? Heaven and hell is not without you. Heaven and hell is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you, and so is the kingdom of hell. Which would you prefer? That choice is upon you, my friends. I love every single one of you more than you can even imagine, because you are nothing more than just me. Another version of me. And when you can learn to love another like you love yourself, like you should love yourself, because you're the God creator, right? You create your own reality. It's a proven fact with a regular sugar placebo pill. You can cure any sickness and disease if you think it can. They have studies of it, and it has happened. Ancient days, we created with our minds. We would get together with a group of like-minded people with the same type of energy, with the same type of thoughts of what we wanted to create, and we could actually morph an animal into a human. That's what we did in Atlantean days. The centaur and the different things with the human head and the animal body, that's what we did. Is we would get together as a group, usually 3, 2 women and a man, and we would get together and we would create together and we would morph whatever we wanted. We did it back then because we didn't want to work as much, so we created slaves. They were our slaves. They were not allowed, we took the reproductive type parts out of them so they would not reproduce. That way if they escaped, they wouldn't be reproducing. There were a few groups that would do more of a power thing, and that can be on another that can be on another channeling session, is Atlantis. I can do a full thing on Atlantis if we want to. But our minds are so powerful. We can literally do anything. We can levitate, we can move 100-ton rocks and build pyramids. It doesn't even take sound vibrational frequency to move something. As long as you know it can, it can. The less power that you have, and the less power that you think you have, you have to have more things to show you that you're powerful, to make you feel powerful. Because truly all you need is just yourself. You don't need anybody else. You don't need anything else to do whatever you want to do. But the less power that you think you have, even the Atlanteans had a lot of power, but they still thought that they needed a crystal, and they still thought they needed another person. So there still was a lack of power there because they were still evolving. And then they evolved the wrong way and blew themselves up. And the rest of us too. Well, most of us. And unfortunately, we carry the karma from the stuff that we did in Atlantean times and the stuff we did in past lives. So if we were dabbling in things that we probably shouldn't have, which is gene mutation, don't dabble. That's God's job. And so we got in trouble and had to start over again. But the problem is we carry that consciousness because it never leaves our soul. That consciousness never leaves that soul, our souls. So even if we die in a past life and we die in a horrific way, that's an energetic imprint on that consciousness. And so when that consciousness is brought forward to another life, you have those memories as subconscious. So a lot of times if you died in a certain way or you had a certain tendencies in a past life, you will always bring those forward into your next life. And then you'll have certain phobias, fears, thoughts, dreams, different things that you don't know why, because it has nothing to do with what you've dealt with in this life. Well, because it comes from past life stuff. You just don't understand that. We're here this lifetime, especially this lifetime, 2022. If you're listening to this, there's a message in here for you. 2020 was the year of perspective, getting things into perspective, what really matters to you. 2021 was the year of change. What do we need to do to make those changes? 2022 is the year of love. How do we rebuild ourselves in love? So because of all of these unconscious traits, phobias, things that have happened to us in this lifetime, we miss so much things that are meant for us in this lifetime to excel us. When we die, our energy stays with our body for 3 days. The Bible calls that the Purgatory. You're able to see how everybody around you is feeling and energetically mesh with their energy, so you can actually feel how they're feeling and their thoughts and everything about you and your life, and you know, if you did them wrong, and you know, you get to feel all of that. You can go anywhere you want on this planet, but your energy stays with your body on the planet for 3 days, and in that 3 days you can go do whatever you want. You can watch your body, you can do whatever you want. After 3 days, your energy leaves your body and goes back to source. Or not really source. What it does is it goes into, I guess you call another purgatory. It would go back into a, some people call it the white room. It's just a room. It's not even a room, it's just an essence. Because we're just energy then. And it's like this movie is playing in this theatrical theater, Imax, all around you, surround sound. It's like you're in it, and you're able to see your life, and you're able to go forwards, backwards, anytime you want, and watch your whole life if you want. And you've already been there, so once you integrate with that, seeing that, you already feel it, you already know where you're at, it's like I know exactly where I'm at because I was already right here. Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, when we get up there, we're in disbelief of how chicken shit we were. Some of the most amazing things that are given to us as our plan that we wanted to experience are some of the scariest things that you'll probably ever do. So racking up the courage to do it is the hardest part. And it's like we're sitting back there watching our lives and are in our lives, and it was like, that was the juncture right there. I was making that decision, and I chickened out. It was like, no, I'm not ready yet. No, I'm not that big. No, I'm not that powerful. No, I'm not that good. No, 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 no. I'm not ready. I'm not. And you're sitting there going, are you kidding me? You don't even know who you are. I could have kicked my own butt right there. I don't know how many times I've been in that white room and going, I could have kicked my butt right there at that exact moment. If I could just go back, and I could just been energetic, just boot up my butt, I would have. Go, 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 go. What are you doing? What are you doing? You have all this stuff to experience. What are you doing? Go, 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 go. No. Oh, man, why did I do that? Now I gotta go back and do it all over again and hopefully get it right this time. Because Earth, they call it Earth School. You can research this. Dolores Cannon talks about this in all her thousands and thousands of past life regression hypnotizing that she did all over the world. People didn't know each other back in the 70s and 80s, and they're still having the exact same experiences. How does that happen? It doesn't. It's because it is what she's not channeling, she's hypnotizing them back into past lives. And the information she got was mind-blowing. Look it up, Dolores Cannon. She's awesome. She's passed now. She actually guides me. She helps me. She's been helping me for 3 years, she says. She's laughing. I love Dolores. Aw. Whew, give me a second. I just felt her. She has so much love. Whew, that woman had some love. Has love. She wanted to help so much. Give me a moment. I'm just going to channel her. How about that? Let's channel Dolores Cannon. How's that? I felt like I was on a clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Once I realized what I was doing, I felt like I had to get as many books out and write as many things and go to as many shows and lectures as I possibly could to try to get the word out. Of what was to come. And I could feel the urgency. I could feel it in my bones, and they would talk to me when I would have patients under. Privately, of course, it would be after we've turned off the not turned off the receiver, cassettes, recorders. But they would sneak in private messages for me to try to get me healthy so I could live longer, so I could get out more. And it felt like it was forever in the process, like I could never help enough. It's because I still had things inside of me that I had to work on, because I didn't feel enough. And I didn't want anybody else to feel like that, and so I wanted to help everybody else get out of that and understand that how creative they are and how amazing they are. And of course, the more amazing they felt, the more amazing I felt. But it is taxing. It is taxing on the body. My biggest thing is I just wanted to get the word out to everybody of how important you truly are and how important this shift that we're making right now is. And we're right on schedule. Everything is right on schedule. The biggest thing they ever taught me was to always expect the unexpected. And never doubt the information that you're getting. Because even when it seems so insurmountable or so out there, when it comes to what you can't see, anything is possible. If you can dream it and create it, it is possible. Maybe for not you to see, but we see it as you create it. I'm still just as busy as ever up here, helping everybody through this transition that we're going through. But I love every minute of it. And every time somebody has a breakthrough and ascends up to another vibrational frequency, it is the cherry on top. It's kind of like whenever you guys ascend and go up, we also ascend and go up. So each time that you get that epiphany and that good feeling, we get a shot of it too. So we all work together to help you raise your consciousness and evolve. The more you evolve, the more we evolve. So of course we want to help you with everything that we possibly can, but of course this is the planet of free will. And as Nicole was talking about earlier, the white room is real. And not one of us go back and think that everything worked out exactly as it should have been. Because we each come down with a plan, with a whole list of people that we're going to meet and have relationships with and friendships with and work with and have altercations with and everything. Even an altercation is on purpose because it's a lesson teaching you something. When you can have an altercation with somebody and you can hit them with love instead of the anger that they send you, it shifts the whole relationship, the whole energy between the relationship. And so where that altercation could have led to more, even if that person huffed and turned around and left, it would still have a higher vibration than it would have been if you would have hit it with hate and anger. So having the consciousness of knowing what this does energetically to you, and not only to you, to everybody around you, depending on how you hit each relationship with what energy you hit it with. Very important. Very, very important. Because once you do, then that's a lesson learned, and that's a epiphany moment. That's a vibration upgrade. Higher frequency. The higher frequency you are, the better things that are allowed to come into your space. Because once you shed an old skin, a new skin replaces, and that's a better skin, a higher skin, a good feeling skin. More good things come into you. So it's truly a school of lessons that we're learning all the time. And the more you learn to just hit everything with love, the more you're learning your lesson. We live in fear every day of the unknown. Don't let fear hold you back, because it is false evidence appearing real. False. Unless you're about ready to walk off a cliff and die, that would be true. That would be true fear. Because you're probably going to die. Unless you've learned to control your mind and then you can levitate, then you won't die. But truly, do you never die anyway? This is just a body here to experience things. Treat it good, because it's the only one you have in this lifetime. Start out young. Teach your youngsters how to manifest with the law of attraction. How to fight everything with love. It can be done. And it is being done. I just broke the channel, sorry. That was Dolores. Oh my gosh, she's got so much love. I'm trying to interpret her words as best I can, so I do the best I can. And see if there's anything else Spirit wants to talk about. We're at 25 minutes. The biggest thing we want to talk about is confidence. Knowing that every step that you do is right on path. And if you look around you, you'll always see the signs, whether it be number of vibrations, a feeling, a bird, an animal, certain pictures you see all the time. It's just, there'll be some kind of synchronicity that will start grabbing your attention, as long as you know you're on the right path. Do things more that feel good. And less things that make you feel sad. Focus on self. Don't listen to anybody if they tell you that you are being selfish. Why is making yourself happy being selfish? If truly you're the God creator of your own everything, and your energy emanates out from you to everything, and it affects everything, wouldn't you consider yourself important? You got to take care of you. You got to learn to nurture you. Nurture whatever you need at this moment. Start listening to your body. Does it need rest? Does it need exercise? If you get too restless, that's energy in your body wanting to be expelled. Go do some exercises. Hit the gym. Go take a jog or a walk. Get to moving. Sometimes if you get too much energy built up and you need to create, you can paint, draw, do anything that's creative, whatever you do that's creative, to get those energies flowing. Energy is flowing through your body all the time, and we block it all the time because we're scared. We're scared of the what ifs in life. We always think, but what if it doesn't work? And then you hear somebody say, well, what if it does? When you go into something with the attitude of, but what if it doesn't? You're already manifesting it not to work. Even once you get into it and think it's working, you'll manifest that to not work. Because you have that underlying tone of, but what if it doesn't work? That's that subconscious that's manifesting when you've got the monkey mind going, of the thinking and worrying about everything. Your subconscious is manifesting too, and it's creating that reality for you, so it won't work down the road. And maybe years down the road, but it's not going to work. You may think it's going great and stuff, but you still have that, but what if it doesn't? And you have to get rid of that, but what if it doesn't? You have to say, this feels good. It's working now. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And if it doesn't work tomorrow, okay, I'm going to try something different. Not everything is meant to last, because we have to evolve and grow and change. Relationships aren't meant to last forever. Loving, like intimate relationships, because you're supposed to be down here to have experiences. So that's why sometimes we'll have 1, 2, or 3, or sometimes 4 intimate relationships that are truly bonding. You know, like marriages, or, you know, been with somebody for years or whatever. And when it gets hard in the end, it's because you're supposed to separate, because you have something better that you have manifested or have brought down with your plan, Because each plan that we have, we want to experience different things. We want to experience different people. We want to experience different everything. I'm not saying that you can't be together with the same person. Maybe that's your plan. If it feels good, do it. But so many people stay together that don't like each other. And when you don't like each other, you emanate bad energy. And they think they have to stay together because they're married or whatever. It's like a ball and chain. But maybe you both were supposed to experience that at that moment, that relationship, that marriage, and then breaking apart. And then that right there causes a growth between the two of you so that you guys grow elsewhere and you emit a better energy. So sometimes we come together to be able to break apart, to grow and create more love everywhere else. I hope that makes sense. So you have to let go of the guilt of all the past relationships that didn't work. Well, if I would have done this, it would have worked. If I would have done this, it would have worked. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't meant to work. Maybe you were just supposed to have that experience and then go apart, and then no matter how painful that was, pain equals growth. So that pain, that growth that you went through made you a better person to make better choices. But if you still hold on to that guilt and that resentment of that choice you made that got you hurt, realize that you have to love that experience. That was a great experience I got to enjoy. See, we're not allowed to enjoy the experience anymore. Once we hate it, once we've had a bad experience, we want to stay away from it. No. We have to learn to love that experience that we had, love the growth and the pain that we had because it caused us to grow to have a better life. Once we can appreciate that experience that we had, we learn that lesson and we can grow from it. And when we do that, once we grow from it, we don't have any more of those lessons like that anymore. Because once you learn to love the experience, then the universe will bring you more experiences to love. But when you learn to hate that every experience that you have, you're going to keep having experiences that you don't really want to have because the universe is teaching you that you have to grow up. Learn that experience that you're having, that you're creating this. Let go of the resentment, love the lesson, love everything about it because it made you a better person, and then you can attract better things. But you got to let go of that garbage. Because hate just brings more hate. Resentment brings more resentment. Love brings more love. And when you can look at your past and say, I love everything about it because it made me who I am today, that's truly loving your past. I love conversations with Spirit. They're so fun. Enlightening, too. I never know what's going to happen. Dolores' energy was just off the charts. I love her energy. She's been guiding me for a while. Which makes sense because I read her books and it's like, as I read it, it's like, I already know it. It's just, it's kind of weird how that works. It's like you have a knowing within you, and you do too. And you don't know it, but once you hear it, you're like, yeah, I know it. It just resonates. It's really cool. So that was my morning WWSS today. What would Spirit say this morning? And that was what Spirit told me, and that Spirit wanted to share with you. Love yourself because you're very important. Always be kind to everything and everyone, because if you don't, whatever you give, you receive. Know that you create everything with every thought and every feeling you have. And you can't manifest any new in your life better if you're still holding on to the old, because all you're going to get is the old if you hold on to it. You got to let go of the old and allow the new energy to come in. Once the old is gone, you start loving the things in your past for what they are and who they were. It doesn't mean you have to go back to them, but it just means you have to love them for who they are Thank Him for the experience because it made you a better person. All that pain that you went through made you a better person. And you have to go through that pain to be able to stand up and realize how powerful you are. So I hope you enjoyed that little session. That was nice. If you did, press like and comment if you have any questions. I would love to answer any of your questions. Or not me, but I let Spirit do all the work. I just get out of the way. Anyway, this is Nicole Renee from Enlightened Energy. Have a great day.